Welcome. Hello, hello. So, good evening, all. Uh, AMA now has started different topics like farming, organic farming, dairy farming, cattle at a large scale. I welcome the respected person. I define him as a because I have spent 4 days time to his place. Padma Shri Mr. R.G. Chandramogan as when you remove the noise, that is his philosophy, value becomes visible. When you remove the noise, the value becomes visible. When you reduce the option, the demand increases. That is what is the case of Hudson Agro. When you simplify the choices, people they act faster. This is what is Mr. Chandramogan. Padma Shri awardee and founder of the Hudson Group, is one of the India's most respected dairy entrepreneur. He started this venture at the age of 21 only and built one of the largest private dairy empire, I would say, in India. And created a brand in ice cream, milk, curd, and paneer. The most popular brand of ice cream is Arun Ice Cream. Milk is Arogya Milk, Hudson Curd, and Ibaco outlets. His business journey is very different. A case study has been done by IIM Ahmedabad for the Hudson Agro. I would say that he has saved the poor people in South. I have gone to the history of their commitment to the milk farmer. And the most important commitment they have done is paying the money to the milk farmer by the digital mode, bank. And you would not understand what this means. In our Indian scenario, you see the village people. Most of the male in the village, they drink, they lost the money, gambling, nothing has been done to the family. This is what is the history and the miracle been done by the Hudson Agro, where the payment is being done by the digital transmission to the female. So this is the history the Hudson has made. Under the leadership of him, he collects nothing less than 30 lakh liter of the milk per day. It's not only the milk, it is the quality of the milk which matters. And I have seen and visited more than 10 collection centers of the Hudson Agro, where the quality of the milk in the form of the temperature and that I call it a lactobacillus count is been maintained by them. Here it is only collection. Here the collection with quality, and quality matters. And that's the reason, my friend, he's exporting to 36 countries. The dairy product, which I would say I'm connected with most of the dairy, and here the rejection ratio is more than 95%. So I would say congratulate to him, his team, Hudson Agro, for quality collection of the milk. That is what is the history made. It is not only his commitment to the dairy and dairy farmers, his commitment to the youth. We are very happy that Commonwealth Games going to be held in Ahmedabad. We are happy. Everybody is happy. But his commitment to the sports, I have seen the academy, which is badminton academy there. One of the largest badminton court and the academy he has created as a social gesture to the society. Along with this, the chess academies he has created. And I would request all of you, when you happen to his place in South, visit this academy. Visit the dairy, and you will find the difference between the cooperative dairies here and India and a private dairy. You will realize the difference between the private sector and the cooperative sector. And one of the game which I was not aware of was the penny quoit, and he started that particular game in that academy. With this small introduction, which is a loving introduction to me and to you all, I invite him to deliver the goods which I think most of the people here would learn a lot of things from him. And the title is so fascinating, that how to maintain your industry, your organization beyond lifetime. It is something which I would learn a lot of things from him. So thank you very much, sir. Visiting here, one of the most important, prestigious organization of the country, which is Ahmedabad Management. And I would So I think we start the program. We will request him to deliver some good suggestions to all of us. And please, sir.
आपका कनेक्ट करना है नहीं ना ठीक है तो
Respected Dr. Bharat Patel, members of AMA, I am delighted, I am happy to be with you today. Ahmedabad is a special place for me. As I said, IIM has got a case study of our company when we were in 1980s getting into our own ice cream and differentiating from others. How we flourished compared to other people is basically we differentiated. I'll come to the topic of the discussion in the later part of it. I'm initially going to talk about how the differentiation compared to others made us what we are today. We are basically a very small company. It was an ice candy company when we started in 1970, not even an ice cream company. So there were about 40,000 people in the industry running it throughout India. But that industry has been in an unorganized sector and failed, and probably today too many people are not there. And I felt that I am stuck in an industry where I have no future. Then gradually it decided that probably we have to just to move big and get into a branded business and move big. 1970, when I started the business at the age of 21, my first 10 years business was hardly 19 lakhs cumulative for 10 years. Today, the 10 years of turnover, we can do it in 10 minutes of time. 20 years of cumulative, we can do it under a day. 30 years of cumulative, we can do under a month. 40 years of cumulative, we can do under a year's turnover as of today. We have been seeing a pedaling growth. It was just a sheer endurance. And initially, the capital was confidence and nothing else. We had some faith and we persuaded and we made it. We moved from tiny to small, small to medium, medium to big, big to large. All transitions were painful, and every transition we have to go for a new learning, which was helping us to understand things better. And when I started, I was the king. I was a player. Then probably I have to graduate myself as a captain. Then gradually get into the place of a coach. Then as a guide. Different roles I have played in the industry as of now. What the differentiation we made was mostly we tried to just look at a potential market than the existing market. Once when we started ice cream in 1975 onwards, we started small marketing of ice cream. City was flooded with national brand like Quality there in Chennai, and local brand, a big hotelier had a brand called Das Prakash, which was well established, and nobody was willing to look at Arun ice cream. Then we couldn't market it. Actually, then we decided we will take the ice cream to outstations. We were the first people in the industry to look at outstation marketing instead of Chennai. It took some time and we established one by one, and it was a painful journey. But the outstations never had the type of ice cream what city had. So we had a warm reception. I even recall a good friend of mine was running Quality ice cream at that time. They were very dominant in Chennai, but we were comparatively started outdoing better than the other people. Then one day he was just meeting me at a common place and he was saying, Chandramogan, everybody is saying that you are buying a lot of packing material for ice cream. I don't see your ice cream anywhere because he has not moved out of the city. Then he was asking me, well, what do you do with the ice cream manufactured? Do you dump it in Bay of Bengal? Then I said, 70% of it I dump it in Bay of Bengal. 30% of it I take it to Arabian Sea, I said. The reason was they didn't even know where we exist. The market was a potential market we opened. That potential market, almost 95% we inherited. So we became state number one without the number two or number three being aware that somebody has overtaken them. Then we came into city with a bang and we got into the market. This is pertaining to ice cream. Coming to milk. Milk is a very, very difficult industry. Milk was dominated by cooperatives with absolutely less margin and better efficiency. And people felt that milk is not a business that can grow. I always used to say, getting margin in the milk industry is easier than extracting fat out of a dead mosquito. So the margins are definitely wafer thin, and the cooperatives were not allowing the people to thrive or survive. So at this particular juncture, they were marketing toned milk, which is at a particular price. Everybody went also ran trying to price the milk lesser than them price of 50 paise. If it is 10 rupees, 8 rupees, it is 750 was the price. But nobody was able to match the cost. So they were losing money, or they have to reduce the quality and compete. Our people, our marketing people and all that, we had a meeting and we decided how to go about. Then everybody said we should market 50 paise less. The cost doesn't permit. Then I said, we are not getting into toned milk. We will go for standardized milk, which is 4.5% fat. And we will charge 1 rupee more than the established player. Our people were fanatics. They said, this is suicide, nothing will work. And let us not do it. We had a detailed discussion for about 3 hours. Then I vetoed them, saying that this is what we are going to do. Also, run is not going to help and we are not going to survive. There is no point in doing it. Then we introduced 4.5% fat, but I gave a leverage to them. You wanted 7.5 rupees. I will permit you to sell at 7.5 rupees for 3 months. Then you have to equal the price in 3 months to 8 rupees. Within 6 months, you have to revise it to 9 rupees. This is my agenda. Go ahead with it. They went with it. They had their own reservations. They were scared that this will not work. To give a reinforcement, I tried to contact one Mr. Allrice, who wrote the book Positioning with Jack Trout. I sent a mail to him saying that whether he can come for a consultation for a day to Chennai. He didn't bother to reply. I sent a second mail. For that also, there was no reply. The third mail I sent him saying that I am coming to US for some work. I wanted to come and meet you in person to engage you for a consultancy. Will you be available? Within 4 hours, I got the mail reply back. I gave the mail in the evening and he replied. Then we met. Then he came. He charged me 30,000 US dollars at that time per day. And he said that to and fro business class ticket for him and his daughter and also stay was to our account. Then he came and he analyzed the situation. Then finally he said, I go with what Chandramogan says, but mind has got a small space. So building a brand, if you are saying standardized milk, toned milk, technical terms may not reach the consumer properly. Then he put 4.5%, 4.5, and then put a round and said, you market it as 4.5% milk and this will work. We gave a teaser advertisement. It worked wonders. And today, we are the largest private selling brand in the country. And not only that, we are the largest private dairy in the country. It's not one of the largest. We are the largest. The second biggest dairy is only about 38% of our size. We sell something like 25 lakhs liters of milk every day. And we also sell about curd and other things to a tune of about 7.5 lakhs average, reaching a peak of 10 lakhs plus in the summer. Plus ice cream is our business. We built 3 brands. We decided only the brands can help us in this marginless industry. And we paid a lot of attention to building brands. Today, the company has got 3 brands which are exceeding 1,000 crores per year, against Hindustan Lever, which has got 19 brands exceeding 1,000 crores per year. These 19 brands, almost half of it is acquired brands, and internally developed brands are different. Ours is only internally developed brands, not acquired one. There was a problem in 1993-94 when Hindustan Lever came into ice cream business, and they were buying everybody left, right, and center. We also had offer, and we were having persistent offer to sell the company and walk out. My good friend who asked me, where do you dump your ice cream, in Bay of Bengal or whatever it is? He's even today a very good friend of mine, and we have a lot of respect for each other. He said, Chandramogan, these guys have got deep packets. You don't stand a chance. Better sell it and walk out. I said, I started the industry only with 13,000 rupees. Let me wait, try to compete. If I don't feel that I will not get that 13,000 rupees, then at that time I will sell, not now. He sold the company. And with the proceeds, he became the South India's largest share investor in the country. Today he is recognized as one of the top 5 in the country. He made it good. I went with not taking his advice. I also made it good. And at that time, I was doing a turnover of 9 crores versus 3,000 crores of Hindustan Lever. That means 333 times bigger. Today, the difference has become 1:6. We are at 10,000 and they are at 60,000. So, and these 60,000 also with a lot of acquiring different companies thereafter, including ice cream. So we have no regrets. And this particular differentiation, not only we went with it, we are the pioneers of bringing down the milk production cost, working with Coimbatore Agri University to just help farmers to reduce the cost. We give veterinary services. We have tagged the animals. More than 15 lakhs animals are tagged. And we also have 6 lakhs artificial insemination done to the animals with our veterinary team and procurement team. What is it actually happens is, these farmers, once when they are producing milk, they were always handled by aggregators. And Amul has made a pattern of buying from the farmers, but there, the aggregators were having a stronger role. To break it, what we did was, we said we will buy only from the farmers, not from the aggregator. Few were coming forth. And even those people, when they are in financial crisis, the aggregator will fund them and he will take them into fold and the milk will not come. The finance is something like this. 10,000 rupees he will give, 300 rupees he will deduct. Every day give me 100. And it looks simple like 3% interest front end, but it is actually 72% interest per annum. What has been happening is the aggregator will control the milk and he will decide the purchase price and all that. And he can also do the manipulation of controlling the farmer. We were finding it very difficult. Before demonetization, much before demonetization, 3 years before, when PM Narendra Modi brought demonetization, 3 years before, we made it as digital payment. Actually, the men folk comes to pour the milk. The women folk works at the back end. And once when she supplies the milk, this guy comes, he pours the milk and he takes the money, which was given in cash. He goes to Tasmak or the liquor agency. He takes liquor and he spends money and goes with the residue money. And they were never able to come out of the clutches of the money sharks, loan sharks. Then we were the first people. There were a lot of agitation from the farmers that this is not right and everybody is paying cash, you have to pay cash. And we stubbornly refused and went with it in a flush season where they cannot run from us to go to somebody else. But we made the system work within 1.5 months. And after that, today, earlier the bankers were just considering farmers as loan waiver farmers. If there is a loan given, they expect the farmers to waive the loan and they don't want to pay. So they were not respecting it. Today they have become an honorable customer of the bank. The bank manager goes to their house. He helps them in buying animals or probably educational loans, everything he gives now. And we don't even recommend a loan, but the payment is routed through the bank. And any bank he wants, we will route the bank. And we work with the bank to first do the system, which is far ahead of the industry, either cooperative or corporate. We are the first people to do the farmers' payment directly, digitally, much before things happen. Now, once when the demonetization happened, the Indian Express deputy editor from Delhi called me and he said, "How are you managing the farmers' payment? Is it not a struggle? What are you doing?" I said, "Myself and my farmers are sleeping well, no issue for me. For the rest of the team, that may be different, but not for us." So this is what we have done. Another bigger revolution what we have done is milk and curd. We were the first people to 100% transport in refrigerated vehicle. We were the first people to do it in the industry. It is little more expensive, but we were willing to do that because thermal shock is not there during the transportation. So the milk stays longer with good quality. This we were the first people to do it in the industry. We have also pioneered technology in different ways. And this helped us to establish market leadership in branded business. And about the differentiation, if you look at our ice cream parlors, IBACO, we have our ice cream parlor model, which is also unique. And this particular model, what we were seeing is the bigger brands, they were giving it as an agency to the people outside. And the guy who is actually the trader who is handling it, when there is a power cut, he doesn't want to start the generator, though it is available. It adds to the cost. And he cuts the AC in the showroom. When the customer comes, he tries to put the AC, but the AC cooling will not come till the customer leaves. So, seeing the lacuna, we decided we will take the load of rental as well as electricity and also investment. And we started the parlors with that model. And we ensure, because the electricity bill is paid by us, the dealer is willing to start the current as soon as the electricity fails. So the product reaches the consumer without any difficulty. And we don't want major investment from him. We want only the full-time involvement of them. Later, after seeing the procurement model, what we did from the farmers, we removed different layers. For example, a dairy in North India used to have a farmer, there is an aggregator of the village, there is a bulk vendor coordinating these aggregators in a major town, and then he will go to the dairy and sell. Farmer, local aggregator, bulk vendor, and then company. What we did was we removed two layers, farmer to the company. So this was one thing that made us have better margin in an industry where there is no margin. That we were able to do. Second thing what we did was, after the company products are made, that is being sold through distributor, we also went through a process. We today have about 4,000 dealers where the shop is rented by us, electricity is paid by us. Monthly we pay about 12 crores rentals. All the supplies are routed through these 4,000 dealers. We have removed the layer of a distributor. So by doing all this, it called for investment, and our company has got the highest depreciation in the entire industry. Not only that, the highest EBITDA in the industry is also with us. So normally the industry runs at 6 to 7% margin, whereas we run at 13 to 14% margin. It's almost doubled. Because the layers are removed, we are able to control the cost far more effectively. All these 4,000 people have got different applications are given. They place the order. We have got 23 factories located at 6 different states: Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Orissa. And all these factories are well connected. The IT system is robust, and we are able to control the things far better. We effectively looked at 4 major things: finance, technology, scale, marketing. And we effectively blended all this to see to that we became a market leader of whatever the product we do. In the given geography, it is not necessarily all India we became number one. In the given geography, it gives a lot of comfort of getting a better margin to the industry. In the half year that is concluded September, we have already crossed the 5,017 crores turnover with 700 crores EBITDA. This 700 crores EBITDA is 14%, and this is not seen in the industry as a matter of fact. To stay profitable, we have to keep on investing, and we have invested, and we have no regrets on investing. And we also stayed focused to stay that in the long term we will gain, and the short term, if there is a difficulty, we were willing to take it. We also have a focus of consumer products. We don't look at Horeca. See, value, most of the investors and analysts, they come and ask us, what is the value added product you make?